Kendra, and today my project for 31 Projects in 31 Days, my Vlogtober series where I take something from my stash, use it to inspire me to make something new, is going to be a children's game that I am making out of pie. Well, pie pieces. So, the inspiration was a bunting that I was making off of Repeat Crafter Me, which is a blog I will link below. If you crochet or a lot of other crafty things, I suggest checking out her blog. She has lots of great ideas, beautiful photography, a very nice blog overall. So that is going to be linked below. Well, I was making the pumpkin bunting, and on the pumpkin bunting it had these little pieces of pie, and I made the 5 pieces, and I'd never strung them together in a garland yet because I hadn't quite decided if that was what I wanted to do. They turned out a little smaller than I was going to want, so I just had this stack of pie pieces sitting by my computer, and they've been staring at me. So I decided to make this. It is a game for children that I made up. I took the 5 pieces of pie, which I had made from her pattern, and I used a J hook. I used an F hook to make the pie. I used a J hook, and I just made a standard circle. So I did 6 single crochets in a magic circle, and I just did regular increases until I got to a size where it matched the pieces across. Then I stitched a row in the back loop only of double crochets. So what I did with the pie pieces is I took a piece of this orange colored yarn, and I went in and out, and I just kind of whip stitched through the top and through just the front loop. You can see, I don't know. The point was that it wouldn't show very much. And just through that front loop, I did a whip stitch through the pie, through the front loop, all the way around my 5 pieces that I wove in the ends. Then I made a yarn button. I'm very into the yarn buttons. I don't like buttons as a general rule on toys because I know with my kids, they will just like do whatever they can, use teeth, toys, whatever, to yank off any kind of buttonage. And it scares me, especially with things that I sell, that a kid is going to yank off a button and choke on it. But I'm much less concerned about the fabric buttons, like the ones made out of yarn. So that is made using a magic circle with 6 single crochets. I just slip stitch it, then I pull my tails all through the middle, and the tails are what I use to attach it. And as you can see, you can't see any of my stitches from the pie on the back because they were all in that front loop, and you can't see my stitches from my button because when I wove it in, I stuck my needle through inside some of the crochet stitches to affix it, but without them showing on the back side. And then I wove my ends back into that button, so there's no white anywhere that it's not supposed to be. Then I made this little thing. This is my whipped cream circle. And I just made a bunch of chains. I think I did 13 or 14, and then I slip stitched to make it a ring. Then I did 4 chain slip stitch, 4 chain slip stitch to make these little loopy doodles. And the way I measured how many chains to do around the middle was what I needed to comfortably fit around my button so that I can take it on and off. Now the way the game works is you take off your whipped cream of sorts and you put it in your lap when your family and friends are not looking, and you slide it under a piece of pie. Then you give them the pie back and they guess where is the whipped cream. Which one are you gonna guess? Did you guess this one? Did you guess that one? 'Cause you're wrong. What about that one? Still wrong. Okay, it's up here. So that's just the fun little game I came up with, and then you just slide the whipped cream back over its button, and it all, you know, just stores like that. I'm gonna leave this on my table because it's cute, and then when we're sitting at the table just hanging out as a family, we can play it. I might whip up a couple more of these to try and sell because I think they're really fun. And now I have all sorts of ideas of ways to make this. I'm thinking pizzas or different kinds of pie. I don't know. But a fun game, I think, for kids and their parents. And yeah, that is my idea for today. So when you're making these crafts and you get these great ideas, wherever you find them from, I don't Pinterest, but I know that's like the common term for it. but I'll be looking on Ravelry and stuff, and I'll see these patterns, I'll go to these blogs, and I get these great decorating ideas, and I'll start making the parts, and then realize that the finished product is just not for me. Not only is it not for me personally, a lot of times they turn out to be things that I don't think are marketable for sale either, because they just don't match the decor, or the size, or just something about them doesn't match my community. So I have all these pieces, I don't know what to do with them. Well, I've been trying to take those leftover bits and parts that are just sitting around and giving them new life because they look so sad. And I did put time and I did put product into them and I put energy, so I need to take and add just a little bit more energy and a lot of creativity, and you can have something fun like this game. So take your energy and creativity and find something that you have started or even kind of finished and don't really care for and make it into something else. That's my tip for today. I will see you all tomorrow. If you would like to see all of the projects I have done in this series, there is a playlist on my channel. If you have not subscribed already, go ahead and hit subscribe down below, and that will make me show up in your feed every day. And you can also see my daily vlogs where I talk about what it is that I'm crafting or cooking or, you know, just generally what I'm up to. So I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!